One of the EP1100 line interactive power supply's major selling points is its Ethernet capabilities and onboard web page, which allow technicians to remotely monitor a wide variety of current, pertinent information about each unit and make certain changes. Previously, we've shown how to install the EP1100 in the field. Today's video will focus on connecting the EP1100 to the internet so that it can be monitored remotely on the device's web page. We will also provide an overview of the features available on this web page and show users how to navigate the LCD display on the front of the EP1100. The following items will be necessary to complete this process: the EP1100 itself, a straight-through Ethernet cable, and a desktop or laptop that is connected to the internet. Once everything is set up and working correctly, connect one end of the Ethernet cable to the Ethernet port on the front panel of the UPS and the other end to the Ethernet port on your desktop or laptop. We'll discuss how to use the display later in the video, but for now use the LCD display on the front of the UPS to navigate to the status menu. Verify the UPS's current IP address is 192.168.100.1 or something in that neighborhood. This is the factory IP address. In order to complete Ethernet setup, your computer's network interface card must be configured to the same IP range as the UPS. Once you have your laptop and the EP1100 hooked up together via Ethernet cable, go down on the bottom right of your desktop, click on the Wi-Fi symbol, and then Network and Internet Settings. From there, you'll click then Change Adapter Settings. From here, right-click on Ethernet and then click Properties on the menu that appears. From this screen, you're going to click on Internet Protocol version 4 and then Properties and enter the information for the IP address as follows. When you're done, you can click OK and then close the window. The computer's network interface card may reset communications with the UPS, as you see is happening here. Open your preferred web browser and enter the IP address displayed in the status menu of your UPS. This will bring you to the login screen for your UPS. Each EP1100 ships with a default username and a default password. The default username is user and the default password is Multilink. Once logged in, the user will see two icons in the top right of the page. One is a head and the other a box with an arrow. The head icon allows users to change the username and password, and the second logs you out when you're done checking the unit status. The left panel is where users can find their entire range of options for making changes to or monitoring the status of their EP1100. The main product information page lists several important pieces of general information about the unit. Each parameter that this entire web page monitors is updated automatically every 10 seconds, so there's no need to reload the page. The next page down is the alarm information page, which shows any active alarms or faults that the EP1100 is currently experiencing. Review pages 24 and 25 on the EP1100 user manual on our website to learn what the different alarms and faults are and what they mean. Below the alarm information are various control options. The current mode that the UPS is in can be seen at the top. Users can turn their inverter on or off remotely at any time. Below this are a counter showing how many inverter operation events have occurred, a timer displaying the total number of minutes the inverter has been operating, and the number of buck and boost events that have occurred. Users can also enable or disable the inverter and inverter cutoff at any time from this page. Choose between 8 different options for the inverter cutoff voltage threshold, as well as low battery indication level. Users can turn bypass mode on or off, set the charger current between 0 and 10 amps, and clear the recent events log, also resetting the inverter count, time, and buck boost count to 0. Other control options is where users can find miscellaneous options for controlling the 1100 that aren't included on the previous page, including AC input shutdown, low voltage acceptance threshold, and whether to enable or disable automatic daylight savings time switching. The operation parameters page records your power input and output parameters. The battery and inverter parameters page displays current information about the unit's batteries, charger, and inverter. The battery test page allows users to specify settings for and run a remote battery test, as well as check the status of the test as it's being performed. The relay reporting page lets users see whether each relay is turned on or off. Each of the 1100's dry contact relays report that different events have occurred with the UPS. The event reporting page displays a table listing the various alarms and faults that the UPS has experienced, as well as a specific date and time of the event down to the second. The time set page allows users to see what date and time their UPS's real-time clock is currently set to, and lets them change it if it's incorrect. The site information page displays information about the location where the EP1100 is deployed. The IP configuration page gives users control over the network parameters of their EP1100. The last subsection of the UPS webpage allows users to configure Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, or SMTP, email notifications to receive alerts if an event or fault occurs. Choose whether to enable or disable notifications from an EP1100 depending on whether it's actively deployed, and set a from email address to know which unit the notifications are coming from. Enter multiple email addresses for those who should receive email notifications. Be sure to send an initial test email and check the SMTP status section to figure out if SMTP info has been configured correctly. The EP1100 features an LCD display screen that can be used to make decisions or monitor the status of the unit on site. Here we will provide an overview and walk viewers through the UPS's 6 main menus. To boot out to the main menu from whatever display the EP1100 was currently on, you'll have to hit the cancel button. This will take you to the general display for the UPS with information about inputs, outputs, batteries, and relays. Press select from the general display screen to reach the main menu. On the main menu, use the scroll button to select which of the 6 options you desire, and then hit select to see more. The status menu shows current pertinent information relating to the UPS. Scroll through to see general, battery, network, and system parameters. The control menu requires a 4-digit password to access. The default is 1111, but it can be changed later. This screen gives users a buffet of options to select to make changes to the 1100. The fault menu displays any active faults with the unit. Currently there are none on this unit, but if there were several, you could use the scroll button to flip through different pages and see more. The alarm menu allows users to see any active alarms with the EP1100 as well as what's causing them. The event menu tells users when any events have occurred with the EP1100 as well as the different alarms or faults that were triggered during those events. The relay menu lists all 8 of the 1100's dry contact relays as well as their purpose and status. Please see page 28 of the EP1100 user manual for a complete list of relay functions. That's everything you need to know to access an EP1100 remotely. Be sure to check out the links in our description to learn more about the unit and watch the previous installation video where we installed the 1100 in the field. Thanks for watching.